See how alarmingly easy that was? I am an underage 14-year-old who has unrestricted access to purchasing electronic cigarettes. Now, granted, it wouldn't be fair if we didn't make the same argument for traditional tobacco cigarettes. But we can't. Underage nicotine consumption implies the usage of nicotine delivery methods such as the electronic cigarette or the traditional tobacco cigarette by minors, which, determined by a country's federal law, here in Indonesia, where I live, has been defined to 17 years or under. Now, this poses a really big issue because the law clearly states on tobacco. But is there really such thing as underage nicotine consumption? To show you what I mean, let's take a trip down to my local mini market. Now, we can't deny the rights of companies to manufacture and distribute legal goods and services in an open market. But companies can be blamed for how they market their products. The very same reason why one particular e-cigarette company was recently under fire.
The Juul.
Been juuling.
Juuling. Juul contains nicotine.
From Juul's modern design to Juul's advertisements contributed to the stimulation of curiosity among young users. Notice the placement of Juul in comparison to all tobacco cigarettes. Juuls were put at the front where customers would first see the product as they want to purchase other items. This posed a big problem for Juul. From recent years, Juul has been filed several lawsuits from several parties in the American law. This point leads to Juul deliberately advertising to minors. In accordance with a study conducted by Kyra L. Wiggin, Martin Ryman, and Shalindra P. Jain, concluded that curiosity contributed to a desire for rewards and indulgence if curiosity is not fulfilled, primarily in addictive substances such as nicotine and alcohol, further supporting the motive of young juveniles to commit delinquent acts such as underage drinking, driving, vaping, and premarital intercourse. What was initially intended as a marketed alternative to former smokers has now become a new problem among the young. While the global population has observed underage smoking at its all-time lowest with lower than 10% of high school seniors using cigarette products, a rise in electronic cigarette market sale at an unprecedented rate has took place, especially in Asian countries, giving way to a rise in underage vaping. Therefore, how can we be part of the solution? Because underage vaping is a form of individual primary deviance, which by definition means the act of breaking cultural norms or formal laws for the first time, which means that we can prevent today's users of vape from becoming future smokers of tobacco cigarettes, which is more physiologically harming to the user. We should reinforce the idea of positive sanctions instead of negative sanctions, which oftentimes deviance is met with, whether it's expulsion from school or comments from friends. The government too should reinforce their ideas from focusing on tobacco to focusing on nicotine, which is the reason why today's vaping corporates are allowed to market their products this way. The youth are the key to success in our future, and this is certainly not a good way to throw away their potential.